Share my screen. All right, so let's look at the crypto fear and greed index. I don't know why there's two of those set up. Right now, the crypto fear and greed index is sitting at 49. The other day when I was live on Saturday, we were at 50. So really nothing has changed. If it's around 50, there's really not much to do. So I'll just leave it at that. If it's below 10, I buy more. If it's above 90, I sell. When it's at 49, it's just good to know where the market sentiment is at. And right now, people don't know to feel bullish or bearish. So that is what it is. But I still like to look at it every single time I go live. I go live Mondays and Saturdays at 11 p.m. Central Time. If I ever have to change it, I do let you guys know in the Telegram group and the trading group. With that being said, let's kind of get into things right now. I do want to let you guys know that we have a Telegram group where I post when I go live. And if you guys have questions, I can answer them in there. Or you can join my trading group, which is $30 a month. There I give you my daily TA, the trade setups I'm looking at, and Bitcoin analysis every single day. Link to join that is on my YouTube. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok every single time I go live. With that being said, let's dive right into the TA. I, like always, am going to start on Bitcoin, give you my top-down analysis on where I see it going next. And then we'll look at altcoins, and then I'll take requests for your own coins as well. That's just kind of what's going on. I feel like this music is really loud. Maybe it's not, but I'm going to turn it down slightly. So right now, Bitcoin on the monthly time frame is, it's coming down the stock RSI. I still have this measure move all the way up there to $108,000. If we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that it's already starting to break out. The stock RSI is getting the curve to the upside. I don't love it because it's kind of struggling to get the move, but the money flow looks extremely bullish to me. The money flow is oversold, and now right now the money flow is around 0, I think. No, the money flow is at 20, and it goes all the way up to 100. So money flow to me on Bitcoin on the weekly time frame shows that money is coming into the markets. I still feel like this music is too loud. So the money flow shows that the money is coming into crypto. So I really like what we're seeing right now as far as that's go. If you guys want to help support the live stream, just hit the like. I appreciate it. So the 3-day time frame right now for Bitcoin is starting to break out on this chart. You can see it's starting to get the curve to the upside. The stock RSI does need to come down, and the money flow on the 3-day is struggling. So I like what I'm seeing on the weekly. The 3-day looks a little bit sketchy to me. The daily time frame right now for Bitcoin is struggling as well. You can see that it's kind of struggling to hold this level here at $59,800. You're below the 200-day moving average on the daily time frame. You're below resistance at 66.6, and now your next support to the downside is $60,000. Below that, you have more support down here at 57,600. So that's kind of the next stops to the downside. If I go down to the 12-hour time frame, I had this. I mean, I showed that as a bull pennant on like the 4-hour time frame, but overall, is the higher time frame show it's struggling. The 4-hour time frame right now is oversold, trying to make a higher low. Your previous low when you oversold on the 4-hour is 59,000, basically 60,000. So now, if you could hold this level here at 62,600, that's technically a higher low on the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame to me looks good. I still have this 4-hour time frame in a bull pennant with a measure move of 65,000. Basically, I still think that's attainable if you can hold this last local low and this wick right here. If you can hold this wick here on Bitcoin at 62,000, if you stay above 62,000, I do see 65,000 coming for Bitcoin. But if you lose this low here at 62,000, then it's going to kind of negate the bull flag that I had forming. I like on the 4-hour time frame how the stock RSI is getting oversold very quickly. That's a very good sign for me. What's not a good sign for me on the 4-hour time frame is the money flows coming to the downside. I think it's more likely, personally, that Bitcoin holds the level of 62,000 and gets the move to 65,000. That's a 68% chance. The things that pushing you away from that possibility would be the fact that the daily is kind of just in chop and the 3 days in a downtrend. But the weekly looks good to me. I do think we at least get the move to 65,000 before we might get a bigger pullback. That's just kind of how I see the market right now. 1-hour time frame is in chop as well, up, down, but it's still technically in that bull pennant on the 1 hour as well. So, and it's also above the 200 ever so slightly, which is at 62,300. So again, if you hold that level at 62,000, I definitely see more upside for Bitcoin. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and I will look at them. But yeah, that's kind of a Bitcoin analysis. So I really think if Bitcoin can hold 62,000, I'd be long on a lot of things. If you lose 62,000, it might be time to reevaluate the market and possibly even enter shorts. Like I said, if you do lose 62,000, your next stop is 60,000, and then below that you have support at 57,600. But this 60,000 level right here is support. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. You have to hold 62,000 tonight to remain bullish short term. So the coins I'm in right now, as far as trades go, I entered a trade. I told my trading group this. I entered a trade on MOG token. Market cap is about 600 million. But as long as you stay above the price level of 12, I'm going to stay long on this. So it's like a longer term trade. If you hold the level of 12 and don't hit it, I will stay in this long trade until you lose a 200-day smooth moving average on the 5-hour time frame, 5.5-hour time frame, which is a 333-minute time frame. So to me, it is. I want to see that this 5.5-hour time frame make a higher low. I want to see make a higher low above 12. If you hold 12, then my trade is valid. If you lose 12, I want to be out of the trade. So as long as MOG, right now it's at 17, but as long as MOG holds 12 here, I will stay in the trade in a long position. I think I did 2x leverage on this. So again, my first target is that all-time high up there at 25. So if you break 18 here, I see that as resistance. But if you can break this resistance here, 18, I see you getting a move up to 24 or 25. If you break that, we'd have to reevaluate it when that happens because that's new all-time highs. So that is one of my trades. I would say it's decently high risk because it's a steep stop, but it could pay off pretty well if it does a few X's here in the next few months. It's a meme coin. There's so many meme coins out there, so maybe it's going to dilute a lot of the meme coins, but a few of them are going to run. So that is the one trade I'm in. I'm in another trade right now on PopCat. So that is kind of what I'm doing on PopCat. So the 5.5-hour time frame on PopCat still looks to me like it's making a higher low here around $1.30, and your measure move is still $1.70 all the way up there. So $1.70, $1.75 is my next measure move for PopCat. If I go down to the 4-hour time frame, I mean, that's like a rounded top. I don't love that. But you did have a bull pennant here on the 4-hour time frame, taking you up to that $1.70 resistance. The 2-hour time frame, and especially the 1-hour time frame, you can see it really well. $1.70 was that resistance that I have, and I still think it could happen. But the 4-hour time frame, that's a very clear rounded top. That's not great, but it did make a higher low on the stock RSI. So if you hold $1.30, $1.29 area, I do see more upside to $1.70. This round top could be to just try to get a lot of the people to short the market or short this coin, and then you continue to the upside. We'll see what happens. But if you do not hold $1.30, your next real support that I see maybe is psychological resistance or support at $1, but really the massive support I see is 90 cents on MOG. So that's kind of what we got going on. Right now, I also see a little bit of support at $1.05, but the strongest of support would be down at 90 cents if you can't hold or stay above $1.30. So that's kind of what I see it. Thank you for the share. If you guys enjoy it, appreciate it, the likes. And let me go over to YouTube and see if there's any requests for altcoins. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Those are the trades I'm in. So I'm a long on I'm in long on MOG, and I'm long on PopCat. I'm not in any shorts right now. Again, I think both of these trades will fail if Bitcoin cannot hold the level of $62,000 tonight. So bulls must hold that level, otherwise both trades are likely to fail. Some very degenerate meme coins that I am looking at would be Bowden, but I'm not. To me, Bowden, I'm just watching it. If I do enter a trade, I'll let my trading group know. I haven't touched these meme coins on Solana in a long time. I just haven't. But some of these new ones that look really good to me. $2.3 million market cap. It's XPX. It's well above the 200-day smooth moving average on the 4-hour time frame. And you know, I'm watching this very carefully. You're making higher lows and higher highs. I guess technically it just made a lower high in the 4-hour time frame. But XPX is one on my radar. By the way, I guess I just realized it's not on Solana. It's on Wrapped Binance Coin. And then the other one I am looking at, which is on Solana, is Cat Duck Coin. It is most definitely a meme coin, most definitely high risk. But again, it's above the 200 smooth moving average. It just made a higher high. And right now, if you can hold this level here at 17, that's a higher low. So Cuck is the other one I haven't bought any of them yet. And if I did, I'd probably only put like $200 in because they're very high risk. Those are the two ones that I'm eyeing. If you guys would like me to do a request, all I request is that you hit the like. Otherwise, that's kind of what we got going on for right now. Will the bull run? Hold on, I missed a few comments. Do you think Q1 of 2025 will the bull run? I mean a peak. I'm not sure what that question is. Do you mean when I think the top of the bull run is going to be? I think it'll be Q4 of 2025. If you look at the 4-year cycles on Bitcoin, that's pretty much where it lined up. Q4 or Q1 of 2026, I would be taking profits in the summer of 2025, just a little bit prematurely, but I think it's going to go well past Q1 of this next year. If it ends in Q1 of this next year, that means that we only have another 3 months of the bull run. And to me, Bitcoin's barely made a higher high, we'll see what happens. I could be wrong. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you that's how the cycles line up. And I know a lot of other people that do YouTube would agree with that. So I'm not saying the high couldn't be in well before that, but I think it's unlikely. I think Bitcoin definitely makes it a few more all-time highs before anything else. Now, if Bitcoin gets to 100,000 by the end of this year, which I think is very unlikely, but if that happened, then maybe I'd adjust my timeline. But overall, it's likely, I think, that we have another year of the bull run, even if it means slightly higher highs and higher lows. But that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. So, Gala and others, ABT, TA, please. So that's kind of what I got. If you guys have any requests, let me know. Yeah. I did not mean to do that. So, yeah, if you guys have requests, let me know. But that's kind of what I wanted to go through today. And tonight, I should say. I'll be back live at Saturday at 11 p.m. Central Time. And let me just make sure I'm not missing anything over here. So that's kind of what I wanted to look at today. If you guys have requests, let me know. Otherwise, that's kind of all I got. I just want to go through, do a quick market rundown. Again, I go live Mondays and Saturdays at 11 p.m. Central Time. And yeah, I will see you guys. So just a recap before I get out of here, I guess. Bitcoin must hold 62,000 or I see more downside. If Bitcoin holds 62,000, the measured move is 65,000. 68% chance that still plays out. It looks like Bitcoin to me right now is trying to put a higher low in at 62,000. 4-hour time frame is almost over. So it just made a new candle. If you don't hold 62,000, I see 60,000 and then 57.6 as the next stop to the downside. So if you hold that level at 62,000, I think both of my longs can play out. But that's kind of what we wanted to go through. And I didn't get any likes on YouTube, so unfortunately I can't do the TA on those coins. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, Saturday, 11 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe. Have a great rest of your week. And stay safe out there in Florida. Hopefully it's not as bad as I say it will be. But it doesn't look good. I got people that live in St. Pete, so hopefully it's not that bad. But I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, trade safe and stay safe out there. Thank you, Angel28, for the follow. I do appreciate it. All right.